Good afternoon. Um, this is my first presentation for you. I wanted to make sure that you have an idea of what I'm asking when I say talk about yourself. Who are you? Who am I? So I chose this presentation that I did it for the Congreso Internacional de Educación last year. And I did it because this works really well and presents my research. The name is Silent Screams and the importance of decolonizing academic research. The task of decolonizing research is immense. Today, I will point out two of these tasks. Task 1, our work needs to go beyond the binary oppositional categories of chronological borders. So I'm talking about time here, not geography. So living on boundaries minimizes the scope of the colonization by defining coloniality solely as a historical experience that is spatially and temporarily defined. And the second task is awareness. And our current research methodologies often utilize oppressive colonizing language developed within a colonizing oppressive research traditions. So for me, I identify myself with a theoretical framework that is the mestizaje. And mestizaje is an identity on the flesh, deeply tied to social and political structures. It embodies multiple subjectivities and histories. It's tied both to a world of possibilities, but also a colonial history of racial, gender, social, economic, and language hierarchies. So I think it's important to realize that I chose this because I'm trying to present myself not only as the person, the individual, but also an individual that sees herself through historical and theoretical lenses, and these lenses are the ones that are presenting now. So who am I? And a woman who has born and grew up in one of the driest desert areas of the world, the northern coast of Peru. In Peru, I will be a costeña, and in the coast, I will be a norteña. I'm also a Latina, sometimes Hispanic, always a wetback foreigner, and occasionally a professor. Today, a humble practitioner in a U.S. regional university in the Deep South. So my heritage, my accent, my politics, and my formal status never leave me. So I have to deal with people's assumptions every moment of my days. I identify myself as a mestiza, as someone who has inside more than one culture, more than one race, more than one ethnicity, more than one love, more than one language, and many more. My tale is full of contradictions, guilt, and pride. Definitely not unique. It repeats over and over again each time a mestiza is born. This is a place, a picture of one of my the areas. It's a picture of something that I have it dearly near my heart. And this is where I am from. I'm from the north coast of Peru. This is very close to the equator. And I'm from here, from Pacarnamo. So you can see this on the very near the ocean. Well, actually, I grew up looking at the ocean. And this is a better view, and Pacarnamo is here, and usually Peru is not, people don't relate to that. So I'm trying to show how you can mix these things, how can you present yourself more than just plainly an individual. And so my silent scream is the whole point of this presentation, that tells a story. and it's my own story, but also my people's story. So the silent scream is also now not too silent because it's directed to hegemonic powers who were responsible for taking my sounds away even before my grandparents were born. So I don't have my grandparents, parents language. I use Western languages to communicate. So I'm using hegemonic language. And escuchen, me van a oír, estoy usando una lengua hegemónica, Ujari, Taita. There is pain while writing in a language that is not one's native tongue, but that pain is nothing compared to the unbearable loss of not having the option to learn one's mother tongue. Mine was banned by the hegemonic forces in turn. So Muchik sounds, and that's where I'm from the land of the Muchik. Sounds and teachings were denied, first by Inca mercenaries imposing Quichua Chimi, then doctrineros with urgency burning and burying our lives. Muchik was not used, Muchik was not allowed, Muchik was lengua de vencidos. To survive, we forgot the language of the ancestors, the language of traditions, until one day the last Muchik speaker was gone. This is Nylamp, is the God, the creator. And what is in my heart? The pain of being a non-spoken Muchik with diluted blood, because in Western terms I'm a mixture of many races, ethnicities, worldviews, including the powerful colonizers. Yeah, you're right. You hear right. That is the inherited of a mestiza contradictions, guilt, and pride. Do I need to define myself as one another? Do I have to define myself as one another? No, because I'm a mestiza, muy orgullosa de su herencia, a woman extremely proud of her heritage. Being a mestiza doesn't require self-definition because it enacts self-definition in multiple ways. There is no purity of mestizaje. It's a continuous border crossings and recreations of home in a postmodern world of unfairness, but also possibilities. Why is this story important? Because there are many people in the world who have similar experiences, and because there are many children in our schools who have similar stories. So this mestiza can speak Muchik, but she's not quiet. I'm not quiet, you will learn. And she has the power of her voice. She has reclaimed her story and tells it louder and louder. The mestiza voice is loud, strong, and proud of being mestiza, proud to be the bride of culture intermixture with no false purity, no race cleanness. So she's just the product, a mestiza breed. So that is one of the ideas, is to have yourself through these ideas. So in a way, I'm presenting that, and I'm cutting here because I think it's too long and will be difficult. So let's stop and continue.